Fighters Arise! UVS have dropped a sneak kind of preview as to what's coming soon. Yesterday, during the start of the Guilty Gear preview season, where we got to look at some of the characters, go check out Snuggy's amazing reveal of Soul Bad Guy. They dropped on their socials a sneaky little image of something they've been cooking up, and you can possibly tell from the way that I've got this set up that it was more solo leveling news, and I am so hyped for this, you do not understand. I have been hyped for a solo leveling set since January, and even though people are like, it's not going to happen, so I'm like, it's coming. I know it's coming. Now, this has not been confirmed as a set, let me know. This has just been one image featuring Sung Jin Woo, Cha Ha-yin, Cho Jong-in, and Baek Yeon-ho. These are 4 S-class hunters that all have kind of contradictory fighting styles, which makes me think it isn't going to be two challenger decks featuring 4 characters, similar to what we saw with Street Fighter 6, because Cha Ha-yin is a more up close but finesse in speed and sword fighting. Baek Yeon-ho is a more aggressive, primordial, up close fisticuffs kind of style, and Cho Jong-in is a long range mage type, and Sung Jin Woo, as we know, is the Shadow Monarch. He utilizes more stealthy assassin style whilst also utilizing his army of shadow summons. Now, we don't have any information about what's going to be in the set, but we can derive from the challenger and the 4 characters that we got what is going to be the themes of this set, or challenger, or blitzbox, or whatever we're going to be getting. 1, spells are going to be included. Cho Jong-in is a mage cast and is known as one of the most powerful spell and magic users of all kind. And the entire premise of soul leveling is around spells and magic and mana and this influence that it has on the world. We could have another transformed character coming in with Baek Yeon-ho. He is kind of like a werewolf aspect. He takes some more animalistic features. He's more like a beast fighter with the claws and the strength, and the way that his hair and body shape changes as he fights. Cha Ha-yin is going to have more of a weapons base. We know weapons has been quite big in soul leveling from the challenger. And Sung Jin Woo is going to be a backups matter character, primarily because he utilizes his shadow army, which is a perfect way to use backups in here. And I think we're going to see the return of shift attacks, or possibly even new ways to shift things into backups because of how his necromantic arise works. And I also derive this from another source, because I think UVS have been sprinkling clues to this for a long time. And after we got Battle for Humanity, the Attack on Titan set, we got a very strange promo put out there in Death Rattle. But it wasn't an AOT, it wasn't any of the current set IPs, it was a solo leveling IP. It was a solo leveling promo, which has no backups, has no influence in backups, but was very cool and was very far ahead in the manhwa compared to even where the show was at that point. So to me, this says we are adapting backups into solo leveling. Sung Jin Woo is going to utilize backups and may even have some kind of replayability of backups, similar to the kind of party bomb we've been seeing, where you can utilize Sung Jin Woo to keep reanimating backups and keep using them, and then Death Rattle is going to pop off. It's going to be a more controlled way to play, but it's going to be a lot of fun. This is all just wild speculation phase. I have had this pent up for so long, and I'm so hyped to actually talk about it. Another IP that we're getting that has Alex Lee in it. Another IP that I'm really hyped for. And the fact is, people are saying there's not enough characters in soul leveling. Season 2 completely changed that. Season 2 fleshed out the world more. We've still got the main shadows with Igris, Beru. They could have their own characters in the Red Knight and the Ant King. You've got all the members. You've got Hondok. So there is more than enough characters to adapt from Season 1 and Season 2. You've got Lee Joo-hee, who was the healer from the Double Dungeon. You've got Yo Jin-ho, who is the guild master of Sun Jin-woo's guild. You've got so many characters from the raid on Jeju Island, from the double dungeons, from the whole double testing arc and the prisoner arc. There are so many characters. Even if they just went off the 10 S-class hunters from Korea, that's a Blitzbox set. If you take into account the Japanese S-class hunters, then you've got a full set easily, not even taking into account the monarchs and the national rank hunters and the side characters and the villains. And there's so many who could go down here. Even Thomas Andre was teased as part of the Jeju Island, and he would be an absolute amazing thing to show off in this set before he hits the anime. Before he hits the anime fully, there's more than enough characters to actually pop off here. There's more than enough ways that we can flesh out and adapt this set, especially now we're not really doing character kits anymore. But yes, let me know. How excited are you for Soul Leveling? Do you think it's going to be a challenger? Do you think it's going to be a Blitzbox? Do you think it's going to be a full set? My hope is that it's going to be a full set, because I want to see 180 to 200 cards of this. A straight up 18, say, character set with the all void, life, death, fire, water, earth, air symbols. Let's give Chaos Order, Good and Evil a bit more of a break, and I think that's going to be absolutely solid set. I think it's going to be a hybrid attuned and non-attuned set because of I think that's the direction we're more going to go in towards, and I think it's going to be a 3 symbol character set because of the challenger for Soul Leveling kind of establishing that. But it could be up to some changes. I could see this as a 4 character challenger, but I know, although Star Trek was really cool, it wasn't the most popular, and I think the majority of us would rather just see a Blitzbox come out than 4 individual challengers. But let me know what you guys think below. What kind of products are you looking for? What characters are you looking for? Do you think Beru and Igris should be a character or a backup, or maybe both? And yeah, just share some Soul Leveling out with me. I am all in on getting this as a full set. I have been excited to see and get some information about Soul Leveling since January. I know there's some big Soul Leveling fans in UVS. I know there's some big Soul Leveling fans among content creators, and this IP generates a lot of hype. The challenger alone generated a lot of hype for a lot of people I know as locals, and I think this would be an absolute great way to start 2026. And this is the first hint we've got at a roadmap, so keep an eye on UVS socials in the next few days, because I imagine we're going to be getting some more teasers before we see the full roadmap, full roadmap possibly in the beginning of October, but who knows. I will catch you all at game night, but keep away from the red portals. Bye!